So just a little blurb here on collective consciousness, denial, and how this stuff manifests sometimes in the real world. So recently there's been some stories on the collective news media. Terrible things, or at least two of them. One was these girls in upstate New York that developed these strange tics. And I forget what they called it, associative disorder or something. They really have no clue. And somehow they catch from each other these weird outbursts, sort of a Tourette's thing. Very strange. Another one a few weeks ago we heard about was a flight attendant who sort of flipped out, freaked out, had an episode, a breakdown, whatever you want to call it, and was heard telling the passengers, I'm bipolar, I'm not on my medication, didn't take it, and she started screaming in what they called a demonic voice. We're all going to crash, you know, the plane's going down, terrorists, so forth, right? And then just a couple of days ago, a captain on JetBlue Airlines started having an episode in the cockpit, getting very strange, very weird. The co-captain was smart enough to ask him to go to the bathroom and then lock the door. And then 4 or 5, just by chance, guys that were going to a security conference, symposium in Vegas about security, happened to be sitting towards the front of the plane and subdued the captain of the plane as he was yelling about, say your prayers, we're going down, we're with Israel, Iraq, Iran. He started ranting about these things and went on and on. They had to subdue him the whole time. Why do these episodes happen? What is this about? What's going on? Picture it this way. If you're a dam, if you're damming the river, right, and it's filling up, and then you get some cracks in it, you just add more bricks on the top and let no water out, and it keeps building up, and just keep patching, adding bricks. At some point that whole dam is going to come undone. That's basically what antidepressants do. This is when we suppress our natural energies, our feelings, our fears, our phobias, our loves, our quote good things, our loves, our enjoyments, our natural energy, and we start labeling it bipolar and just repressing it, shoving it down. It's like a pressure cooker without a relief valve. Eventually it will blow. And especially in the airline industry now, there's so much fear focused on terrorism and bombs and airlines and all that, that the captains and the stewardesses or the flight attendants that have to be in that soup, that kind of thought pattern, they go to work in that environment every day. Some of it just breaks through, and if they happen to be, this is my opinion, if they happen to be on antidepressants that are shoving down their natural feelings anyway, when they have an episode and it breaks open, breaks through, these collective fear energies will manifest. Now you can say it, like in ayahuasca ceremonies, you see them as entities. In certain religious traditions, you call them demons or jinn or entities, will actually pop through and they will actually flip their personality when this happens. Now, that's what's going on. And unless we deal with our own inner energies, our own inner feelings, our own inner energetic system from a shamanistic tradition, religious tradition, yoga tradition, you know, these actual entity energies can search for other people. Qigong masters deal with this all the time, right? They can jump into your body. So this collective fear at the airport will jump into someone that just can't hold that thing together anymore. And especially, again, if they're on taking any kind of psychosomatic medications, antidepressants, SSRIs. It's really a terrible situation. So we need to learn to deal with this. By the way, at the end of the Atlantis situation, 12,500 years ago, very similar scenario with all this pressure buildup was happening, psychic pressure buildup. At the end of Atlantis, people were flipping out into complete other personalities. The dam was breaking. The dark side of the moon, Pink Floyd, the dam breaks, you know. This line between the conscious and the subconscious just breaks open. Now, if this happens in a denial situation where you black out, you don't remember what you did, this is what we're trying to avoid. So the best way to avoid this, so at the end of Atlantis, it's known through Akashic readings and so forth, past life readings, all that, if you believe in that kind of stuff, that many people had this occur at the end of Atlantis too. All of a sudden people would just get seemingly possessed by other personalities, other spirits, other entities. And if we don't want to play this out again, we're doomed to repeat history if we don't learn from it. We've got a powder keg we're sitting on here with people all taking these drugs, trying to maintain and shove down, repress, suppress their true feelings. If it breaks open, which it will, this is the time of revealing. This is the time of the shift. This is the time of the full divine revelation, the apocalypse, apocalypsos. This stuff is going to surface. All things will come to light. These things have to be cleaned, just like you're cleaning old pipes. So there may be more eruptions like this of people going through these type of things. And if we could learn from it and actually start healing ourselves, and how do we really feel about things, and find healthy ways to express, to press out of us these feelings, these energies. They're simply energies. Ayahuasca ceremonies are unbelievably good. Therapy, meditation, moving your body, even just working out, weights, swimming, whatever. You know, any of the processes that I work with are very powerful. The inner body awakening is very, very powerful to get in touch with these inner energies so we don't have these flip-out episodes, you know. The alchemy energy process, very powerful for actually alchemizing these old, uncomfortable energies that don't feel good in us and making them into something that is a naturally aligned energy. The heart energy is coming up here soon as well. We should have it online. So God bless us all. Blessings to all of us. Source God be in all of us, and help us understand this. Once we understand it's okay to have these energies, and then we can let them out and we can transmute them and heal them, we're not going to have these terrible, shocking episodes that could really you know, do bad things to the whole planet, to the whole culture. I mean, if a captain on an airplane is going to freak out and he's so imagining these bad things happening, he actually creates the accident, you know. So do our part, do your part, and feel your feelings, detox yourself. It's the most powerful thing you can do to help heal the planet. All right.